Trevor Bauer's real forte right now is the high fastball.
On a 3-2, swings and misses as Bauer turns the fastball up a few miles per hour to finish him off. Another 1-2 pitch and another strikeout. Comes back and gets a generous inside corner. Mookie to get all of it, takes off some on relative marathon, and it ends in a walk. 7 straight misses from Holloway, back-to-back walks. 2-2. Muncy swings and misses. Holloway buries one there to get him a 2-1. That Smith bounces up the middle. Behind the bag, Isan Diaz. Fastball gets him looking, and he's retired the first 4 on strikeouts.
The hitter. For the hitter.
Comebacker to get him, and he struck out the first 5. Off the end of the bat to first. They put it in play, but it's 6. Yeah, he was. Bounces the first one to Anderson. To Beatty with a 3-2. Center, but it stays in the yard for Sierra.
I know what they sound like.
Lux chases. That is a 1-2-3 second. Got him with the elevated fastball. Already his 6th kick. Roller to first from Muncy. Holloway with the first base hit of the game for the Marlins. 2. Mound is short. Seager's there. That's the inning. Bounce to third. There's Anderson. Sierra. 2 out. 3-2. Seager finishes off a 1-2-3. He strikes him out with a fastball. Already his 8th strikeout of the game. That'll get down for a hit in front of Beatty. The 1-2 pitch. And the 9th strikeout of the game for Bauer. Goes the runner on a payoff pitch that swung on and missed. And it's taken him a while to get there. Some of those lines for the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. Leadoff man aboard comes home, and Muncy gets up on top of a high fastball and rips it to center. Taken low. On 3-1, Taylor watches ball 4, and the Dodgers have the game's first run. Turner will step on home. Fastball gets him looking. The soft-spoken boy from Tennessee is thrown out of this game with bouncing ball to second. Birdie will stumble and get the out at first. Bauer hits a bouncer to second for John Birdie. 2. Ball immediately finds the newest member of the group. From Bauer, he 2 up. 2 down. Since the second. Center field, but Taylor's there. And Bauer's got one to Mookie. Is ball 4. Strike 3 called. Slices a flare down to left base hit. Bats loaded well and will come in to score.
Jordan's
Different thing. It's a walk for Smith, and the bases are loaded. Gets that ball off him. Simber sprints over to get it and feeds Aguilar for out number 2, but Noisy's in. Cooper makes the catch. Go. Betts. 1 out. Down to right center again. Betts again. That's like an instant replay. Field. A 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Bauer. Lux fouls it into the glove. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Left, but right at Corey Dickerson. Justin Turner makes the catch. 1 gone. Slap to first for Max Muncy, who's been busy defending. Mookie Betts is there. 7 shutout innings from Trevor Bauer. Bounces the first pitch to Brian Anderson at third. A 1-hopper to short and Rojas. Smith for the check swing tapper that Garrett will field. Leadoff walk. Past the mound, ranging to his right. Noisy flips. Chopper to short. Birdie on the ground again. There goes Birdie. Casually over to the gap. He's there. That's the inning. Right center field for a leadoff base hit. Luke Raley. That clipped him 4-pitch walk to load him up. That's yanked into left center field. Base hit for Peters. It'll drive home 2. He's headed for second. Treat to the bag in safely, but he overslid it and he's out. Bex lines the ball to center field. Sierra angles over to catch it, but it'll bring home Lux. Sierra comes on and scrapes it off of the long first. Easy play, Muncy. Good.
Max, in your first plate appearance, you struck out, but you followed up with 3 consecutive hits. What adjustments did you have to make in game?
Just getting the better pitches to hit. I missed a couple pitches first at bat, and I didn't miss them the next couple of bats. So that was really the most important thing, was just get a couple pitches to go on.
And how impressive was Trevor Bauer tonight?
He was great. Those first couple of innings, he was untouchable. He had 10 strikeouts through like 2 innings, it felt like, but. He was fun to play behind, and it was nice to finally get him some run support. His last couple times out, we've really sucked on the offense, so it was nice to get him some runs.
And we saw some big hits late in the game, but a lot of walks that you all converted into runs. How efficient was that? Another way to win this game?
Yeah, that's when we know we're going best. We got a lot of guys taking walks, and it puts a lot of traffic on the bases, puts a lot of pressure on the pitcher, and allows us to be relaxed at the plate and do our thing.
And now I've noticed you have on your purple and gold cleats a few other players as well. Of course, with Kobe Bryant's Hall of Fame induction today. What did he mean to you?
He meant a lot. Obviously he meant a lot to the city of Los Angeles, and me being from Texas, it was kind of, not really. I didn't pay too much attention, but to come here and play for the Dodgers and to just see what kind of impact he had on the community, it kind of became special to me. So to be able to honor him tonight, it's pretty cool, and they did a really good job with the cleats. They look great. So hopefully I can get them authenticated, and we'll figure out what to do with them from there.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
My command was pretty darn good all night. I didn't have very many large misses, so command was good. My body felt really good coming into the start. I knew I was going to have my really good stuff. Ball was jumping out of my hand early, so velocity was good. And I think the game planning that we had was really good as well. So pretty good combination when you can have all 3 of those things going.
And Trevor, I would be remiss if I didn't ask about your shirt, not my logo, Don't Find Me. Would you like to say anything about that?
Nope.
Thanks, Trevor.
Next question's from Juan Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Trevor, you mentioned the last 2 starts. You didn't feel great. Earlier today, Dave said that you kind of were dealing with a bug. Was that what you were talking about in those last 2 starts? Were you under the weather?
Yeah, partially. I mean, in Chicago, I just didn't feel great. Like, my body just didn't recover. I was kind of half a day behind recovery-wise that entire cycle. And then against Anaheim, I was kind of sick. I woke up a little bit sick that morning, just a little bug. But everything cleared out and had a really good cycle this time. Felt great coming into the day. So, happy about that.
It seemed like today you were going to your looked at a 2-seam fastball quite a bit early, but it's tracked as a 4-seam fastball. Is that a 2-seam or a 4-seam? It looks like a 2-seam.
Yeah, I threw 4 or 5 2-seams today. I think Statcast just isn't used to me throwing 2-seams this year. I didn't throw a whole lot of them last year either in a short season, but over the course of 162 games, you need to have different weapons, and I think that tonight's kind of an example of that, right? Like, it's not in the books, and I execute. It's definitely different than my 4-seam, and I get some strikeouts on it, and then kind of get some confusion going. So just part of the plan on getting through 162, start weaving in some different looks.
Is that based on opponent or just how you're feeling with certain pitches?
A little bit of everything. My stuff is so good that I don't really have a bad matchup. Like, there's not really. It's very rare that I would just eliminate a pitch against a certain guy. I know that like these pitches are more effective than those, but top to bottom, my stuff is really, really good. I think I have 4 or 5 pitches, probably 4 pitches that are in the top 5 of their category. So it's just a matter of like not getting predictable. I don't want guys to go up there and know that they can eliminate these 2 pitches and look for this one in this zone. I want to have all 6 of my weapons going and have them have to game plan for all of them.
And how did you feel at the end of this one after 113 pitches?
It felt great. I was trying to hide from Doc, so he'd send me back out there. my pregame prediction was 12 punch-outs, so I was a little bit frustrated that I couldn't get 2 more in the last 3 innings there. I wanted to get the 8 so I could get a couple more.
Well, I know it's kind of a vague question, but ultimately, what makes Trevor so good? Just catching him now for the time that you had.
He just competes. He goes out there. He's not scared of anybody. He's not scared of any situation. He goes right at guys. His stuff is elite. It's a good fastball, really good spin, and he pitches. He mixes. He just doesn't give in to guys, and he's constantly ahead of hitters, and he's constantly putting guys away.
Thank you.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, well, I guess to kind of build on that, is he as good as you kind of expect him to be, or is he better? Like, how do you kind of describe him? Obviously, he won the Cy Young last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's a really smart guy. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He knows his mechanics better than anybody. He knows his pitches better than anybody. And he can make an adjustment. If his slider's off or his fastball's off, whatever it is, he can make an adjustment quick and fix it and get it back going. He knows himself really well, and he knows his mix and what gets guys out and how to break down hitters and go at guys. And so yeah, I mean he's an elite pitcher. He's gonna win us a lot of ball games this year and help us a lot in October.
Hey, Dave, have you had a minute to check in with Corey Seager, and do you have any updates on how he's doing?
He's in some pain. As expected, we're going to run some tests and figure out the extent of the injury. But talking to him, seeing the hand, there was already swelling. So we'll know more after the test. But so I don't really want to comment right now. I just know that he was in some pain.
And when he came out, how did that change the tone in the dugout? He's obviously such an important person on this team and adds so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're all concerned about him and the extent of the injury, and obviously you don't want to lose any player for an extended period of time. So I think it was just more of the thought of him and what's going to happen. But as far as continuing to move forward, we have to, and we did tonight, and a lot of good things came from tonight.
And how fantastic was Trevor Bauer's outing this evening?
He was really good. We needed somebody. We needed him to go deep in the game tonight, and with a bullpen game tomorrow. So he gave us what we needed tonight. So he very sharp, a lot of punch outs, and just in complete command all night long.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead, JP.
Dave, do you have a starting pitcher for tomorrow?
We're going to start Jimmy Nelson.
Given sort of his workload to this point in the season, what's the reasonable expectation?
It's just more of how efficient he can be. I can see him going 2 innings. I can see him going 3 innings.
You guys were already up 4-0 at this point, but DJ Peters comes through with that single there in the 8th. That's probably the kind of hit you guys have been looking for not just from him, but at that late game stage, looking for insurance runs a lot of times this year. Just how much of a relief was it for you to see that?
It was good. I was happy for DJ, and it was a big hit. I think that Joe was going to come in the game and to stay away from Kenley, and Joe threw the baseball well. But yeah, for DJ, personally, for us as a club, it was a big hit.
Thank you.
Next question's from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, do you expect to put Corey on the IL already, or will you wait for the results?
Yeah, I think that just considering the swelling and the pain he was in, we're going to bring somebody, and I would assume it's an IL situation, yeah.
And you guys made a trade, it was announced during the game. I'm not sure if I can pronounce his name correctly, but he goes by Yoshi. What do you know about him? Is he joining the team tomorrow, Monday? What's the situation there?
Tomorrow, I don't think he won't be with us tomorrow. I think the only move we'll make is for the Corey, and it won't be. So I don't know much more than that. So I'll talk to our guys and figure out when he does come.